send you the link when it's up. Now, what's his password? ECPC81828. Alright, we'll see. Oh, that worked. Okay. Good deal. I love you too. Bye.
Bye. Then it went into measuring my heart rate.
What?
Are you sharing that online?
No, you can. Are you sharing it?
I was going to, and then I
Good.
got.
I know. I'm just saying. Is this? I'm gonna try to get the internet to work on this one. Is it videoing us?
Huh?
Is it videoing us?
No.
Oh.
Is that? No, you should just see that.
I am on this one.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So we're here testing the audio. We welcome everybody. Looks like we've got 7 waiting. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, share this all across Facebook. It is streaming live on YouTube. Share the YouTube link across Facebook so that others may find it. It is on the Friends of the Stewart County, Tennessee Election Commission page. So we're here testing the audio. We welcome everybody. Looks like Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got approximately 18 minutes or so until the polls close. We are building an audience right now. We do ask, we've got 27 watching. We do ask that you go ahead and share this. Let me explain what happened is we use this software to bring you the graphics, like to be able to show you the results, which that's just showing you what's on there now. But to be able to show you, I need to adjust everything. We kicked our camera stand a while ago because this is a high class production, ladies and gentlemen. But Crystal is high class, and then I bring it down. So hold on just a second, Crystal. We'll go ahead and let me go to preview mode. We'll publish that. I'm going to mute. All right, so hi everybody, Van here, Crystal here. Not much of a crowd. We see some cars coming in. We have about 15 minutes until the polls close. We should be getting results out sometime after 7 p.m. We will go ahead and get the early voting out as soon as we can get it typed.
That'll include absentees.
And absentees, early voting and absentees will be in those numbers together. And then as the precincts come in, we will break in and let you know when we have those typed in. I'd like to thank Crystal. Crystal is the brains and the back and the legs of this operation. I am merely the mouth and the tech guy. So,
Voice of Stewart County.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Election Night 2026. So, hopefully that didn't blow your speakers out. If you're joining us here on site, I want you to understand the effort that Crystal has put into trying to make it possible for you to see the numbers as they come in. We started out with a projector, but it's a nice, bright, sunny evening here in Middle Tennessee. And so the projector, and if you get here and you see a big black tarp, understand that we were trying to shade the sun off of the screen as she bought a brand new projector out of her pocket. And yeah,
It just didn't work.
we might as well be using invisible ink, ladies and gentlemen.
That is true.
So make sure that you share this. I can't say that enough. Make sure that you share this so that other people can find it. Also, we did get a TV up. It's a smaller TV than the video production. Smaller TV than the video production. And so, but you can see it in the sunlight. So, and if anybody knows Gary Pillsbury Threet, send us a shout out online. and we'll say hello. So it's Pillsbury is our first live participant tonight. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the title screen until we've got more to report. Thank y'all so much.
And if you are in person in the parking lot, you are more than welcome to come. In the grassy area, we have a little bit of the parking lot blocked off as well. You're more than welcome to come up here. Like I said, we did our best. We have a screen where you can view the results. So join us, whether live or in person. We have a place for you.
Exactly, and just when you get here, you'll see that roped off. If at the old elementary school, the annex, if you know where the principal's office used to be located, the entrance to the Renaissance Theater. In memory of Billy Lee, you'll see some cones and you'll see some sticks and some orange tape. Feel free to park, and then you can come on up towards the flagpole where the screen is located. Again, we put out a thing. Do make sure that you keep the driveway from Natcor Drive all the way to between Juvenile Court and the Election Commission office open, because that is the route that poll workers will be taking to deliver the results from their respective polls. And so please do not block that.
Those results.
Yeah, we want those results coming in, ladies and gentlemen, and if you block a poll worker, it's just going to cause us to take even longer to get you the information that you want. So we put up a graphic on our group and on our page, but just if you come in from the Natcor Drive entrance above the library, keep that avenue free and clear for traffic all the way to the side door that faces Juvenile Court in that little alley that runs behind the annex. Keep that open, please. Don't block that by standing. Don't block that by parking. But you are welcome to park at the library. You're welcome to park anywhere else as long as that's not blocked. Certainly there's ample room over at the middle school. Be careful crossing the street. We're not telling you to park over there. We assume no liability for you crossing the street, but if you make the decision yourself, then feel free to park over there and walk across. And again, just come up to the flagpole. We're here on the patio that leads to the entrance to the auditorium. And then again, something that we made sure that to put out in that video the other day, but we'll remind you, if you're here, there is no restroom facilities inside the Election Commission office for public use. Inside the Election Commission office and inside the hallway and the auditorium, the public is not allowed in there. It kind of creates a buffer of safety between the public and the Election Commission, so that there's no hint of impropriety or any kind of undue influence or anything like that. Daniel does a great job, and so I know we're kind of biased maybe, but you understand. But Daniel does a great job, and so nobody is allowed only in the hallway, and that's something that I wanted to explain. There's been some misconceptions about this in the past. Crystal and I are out here with the public doing this live stream because in the past we've done this, and it's fun to get some of the conversation and exchange with those who have shown up to see the results, but the hallway is purely for media, and so nobody but media is allowed in there. In the summertime, when we have a big election like this and there is a crowd to come out, we're out here to be able to interact with the crowd a little bit. In the wintertime, when it's cold and nobody comes out, and if it's a smaller election, then we'll be in the hallway, and that's for media only. And so if you do come out during a November election, just know that the public is still expected to be outside because of that buffer that provides some safety and limiting any hint of impropriety where the general public mixes with the Election Commission for this night only. They're a bunch of friendly people. I had dinner with them earlier. Love them all. And so even Hope England, and she was my 8th grade teacher, and she made me take writing lessons because she said my handwriting was not that good. And she put in the effort to change that, bless her heart. It was an effort in futility. But it wasn't bad enough to be a doctor, and it wasn't good enough to make an A. So anyway, no, I love Miss Hope. But understand that, and I know I was questioned on that recently, and I want to explain that with no malice. Understand that it's just we're out here with the public on big elections, but the hallway is for media only. And so we're going to go back to the title card again. Let's see, we have 88 people watching right now. 88 people watching. Let's go over some of our. We can't see them all, but hello, Van and Crystal. Let's just do this. Let me go back. We'll do it this way. Joe Vortex, thank you so much. Hello to my favorite announcer. Please, you do not know the danger that happens if you try to inflate my ego. I just want you to know that. I do appreciate the compliment. I will try to remain humble. This is going to be an interesting night for sure. I don't know why you would say that. Hold on, let me see if I can shrink these down. No, I'm shrinking Crystal down. No,
Go ahead.
no, we don't want to shrink Crystal. There we go. We'll put that right there. But Joe Vortex, praying for all the candidates tonight. This has been a very labor-intensive election, and so yes, keep all of them in your prayers. You know, that's one of the great things about this country that we live in. We live in a representative democracy. We elect people to represent our interests, and we make them work for that privilege. And so Diane Cummings, I believe that's going to be you. Prayers for all tonight. I know that's probably very appreciated on their part. And then we've got a message from everybody's favorite local canine, Shelby. Woof, woof. Maybe her owner and former handler can translate what that means. I assume that she is very excited. And also earlier we had this up, but hello, Van and Crystal. It's good, Larissa, to see you. Or actually, her father says, this is an unknown Stewart County fact. Her father says that her name is actually Larissa, and everybody in Stewart County calls her Larissa. Didn't know that. I was fortunate enough to DJ their wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the beautiful couple that brought us together today, Jonathan and Larissa Anglin. So.
And that's how it started.
Is
that how it started?
No, they were already calling her Larissa.
Oh,
so.
Sorry, Larissa.
Yeah.
Larissa?
Huh?
I've always called her Larissa, so I didn't know this.
Oh, here is.
Also, I want to say, Van loves when you interact with him. So don't be shy. Comment, talk with him. He absolutely thrives on it. So please interact with him and give him some feedback.
Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed.
It is true. He loves it. So the last time we did this, we had somehow the comments got shut off, and he was very sad about that. So everybody communicate with him, and remember that? That was kind of a quiet night.
Yeah,
Like the comments weren't coming in, and I was like, what's happened? We could see people watching that nobody was talking, but our comments had gotten shut off. So we're back now with comments.
Miss Connie, you're certainly welcome. We enjoy doing this. We want you to understand the Friends of the Stewart County, Tennessee Election Commission, different organizations have done something like this in the past. And then Crystal decided one year when nobody was taking the reins, if you will. 2018, she decided that we needed the Friends of the Stewart County Election Commission. And so out of that, this was born, and we, on every election, we work to bring you, now if it's a small election, it may just be a Facebook post. That has happened in the past, but on a big election like this, I mean, we have a large county election, then we're here doing this. We enjoy it. We think you all enjoy it. From the comments, I know that we've got 127. We've gone up almost 30-something people, 40-something people in the last few minutes. And so...
And we also, I think we did the November, we did the city election, we did the smaller things,
Yeah.
but like, we've done several.
We've done a live stream for the city election, and we just did it in the media area because nobody.
Yeah.
The city election, nothing against the town of Dover, but obviously it affects a smaller number of people, and in the time of year, well, people don't come out.
Yes.
Because of the temperature and because of the smaller number of people affected, and so but we do one at that time of the year as well.
And I'm going to do a quick shout out. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I want to do a shout out to D2 Barbecue.
D2 Barbecue.
They hooked us up today, and we just want to say thank you. The burnt ends, the brisket, the pulled pork, all of it was delicious, and the election commission and everyone working so hard inside, we're so appreciative. So I just want to say thank you to them for their generosity, for all the extras.
Christy Everett says y'all are the best. Let me tell you, Christy Everett, her mom, I worked with her mom, Wanda, and I want to give a shout out to Wanda in Wanda fashion. Hey, honey, how you doing? So, and what to echo?
Wait, Christy Everts, that's my cousin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought I didn't know who you said at first. Is Christy watching?
Yeah.
Hey, Christy.
So,
So Christy and let's see here.
and also give a shout out again. I want to echo what Crystal said. D2 Barbecue, and listen, I love all of our barbecue places. I am not prejudiced against all of our barbecue places.
All of them.
I have a son that works at one, and so that's not D2. I have a niece that works at D2, and then of course the Crockrells have been a fixture of Stewart County for years,
Yes.
but
Oh, so good.
but D2 did work to help us with the meal tonight, and we do want to give them a big shout out. And since I've mentioned everybody, for Eric and Amanda, I just want to mention they have something called pork belly burnt ends.
Stop.
And listen, this is meat candy, okay? It's diced up pork belly, burnt ends, and it's bacon and brown sugar. You can solve the world's problems with bacon and brown sugar. I just know that you can. And so we definitely want to thank them for everything that they did tonight. Let's see. I'm showing that the time is...
It is 7 o'clock. So, do you want to do...
Crystal's mic is not on or something. We will have to work on that. Let's see. Thank you. I don't have any more ports to plug it into.
It's okay.
Say something.
Right now. Is it working now?
It'll take them a minute to answer us.
So, if it is working, we can kind of... Oh, there's all the comments. Okay.
Catherine Cates, hello, Catherine. How are you? I meant to have some pictures put up. It's better. All right, thank you. We're getting a
Thank
text
y'all.
from the field. Somebody's got my personal number, and they're letting me know that it is better. So,
Let's see.
this is sweet. Somebody says, Heather Westman says, love y'all.
Well, we love you.
So this is all about
That's
us.
so
Never
nice.
mind the election.
What?
It's never mind the election. I think your candidate's going to win tonight.
I just...
One of our uncontested
Yeah.
candidates, their son's in there, so we had
Yeah.
a little fun with him. But he's uncontested,
He's
so
uncontested.
I feel like we can go ahead and call.
You're off.
Now I'm off.
We want to make sure you're on. So if I have to be off, that's okay. But you
Okay.
have to be on.
Oh, I've got green little squiggly lines, so I'm going to keep going for the time being.
So we'll kind of let you know, we focus on contested races. So on the screen, you will see a number for the uncontested races, but our focus has always been on local contested races. So that's what we'll probably give the most attention to. And so it's 7 o'clock, so polls have closed as of 2 minutes ago. And so the first results, like you said, we'll have is the absentee and early voting. They will be out shortly. They have to, they will bring them out to us, and when they do, we'll get them on the spreadsheet, and then Van at that point will share. So, and then at that point, we'll just report as each precinct comes in. So usually you've got your Cumberland City, Indian Mound, and Bumpus Mills will be your last because they're further away. So just as they process and get here, we'll get them to you.
So I have turned on the laptop mic. We still have the USB microphones going, but I've turned on the laptop mic. Understand that there is a little bit of a latency between what you're seeing online, about 22 seconds it looks like. So right now it's 7:03:46 here locally, and online that's about 20-something, a little less than 20-something seconds behind. So let us know how it is with the MacBook and the mics. There might be some kind of delay or off. They might be a little bit off on their timing. So if nothing else, we'll just go to the MacBook and we'll talk really loud. As Catherine Cates has already said, Van can be loud enough. So
Well, they're saying now you're off. Are you showing green?
yeah, I'm showing that we've got mics.
All right. So last time, can someone let us know? Can you hear Van? Because from where I'm sitting, where it's showing green. So what are y'all hearing?
Oh, and here we go. Brian Taylor says, Van, first week of school, give a shout out to all the
I saw that. I meant to
educators,
say that.
especially Alexis Taylor. I wonder why he'd want to give a special shout out to Alexis Taylor.
I don't know.
Could it be that they're married? I don't
Could
know,
be.
but there we go. We are certainly thankful for all of our educators, and
you,
we
Joe.
wish them a pleasant and positively uneventful start back to the school year.
Yeah.
And so they've already had, let's see, they were in partial day Monday, off Tuesday, Wednesday. Yesterday was the first full day back. So we are certainly thankful for them. Sounds fine to me. Thank you, Blues for the Muse.
So does Van need to be turned up? Is that what y'all are saying? They say they can hear. Some are saying loud and clear, and some are saying it's a barely.
And I deal with this. I deal with this every week with the church live stream. So
And once the results start coming out, it'll mostly be Van because I'm the one that gets behind the computer and types in numbers. So maybe will that affect it at all?
possibly, but I want to play a. You wanted the video?
Yeah.
Actually, before we do the video,
Okay.
you want to do what we talked about,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
I do.
Very seldom.
Rarely.
Does the Friends of the. I don't know that we ever have.
This is the first time.
But the Friends of the Stewart County, Tennessee Election Commission, we have decided
Yep.
to
It's risky. I think
I
it's
know.
risky.
it's risky, but we have decided to endorse a candidate.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, that candidate is Rick Astley. We find his platform absolutely undeniable. I mean, he's never going to give you up. He's never going to let you down. He's never going to run around and desert you. I mean, he's never going to make you cry. He's never going to say goodbye. He's never going to tell a lie and hurt you.
That's true.
So
How could we not?
how could we not endorse Rick Astley?
It was a
And-
no-brainer for me.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is an old joke. I know it's an old joke. It's not original to me. I understand, but you know what, Crystal, I want to tell the public tonight that unashamedly that even though this is an old joke,
Yes.
I'm never going to give it up. So, anyway, there we have it, folks. Oh, That caught you off guard. That caught Chris. Hold on, let me go back to Crystal.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that part.
Huh?
I wasn't in on that one.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn or run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, gonna tell a lie and hurt you. And Bonnie Lil is in there, and she's just totally ignoring this.
Acting like it's not happening.
She's watching live. Okay. You know, our Associated Press reporter, I'm out here screaming like a madman, and she's just in there, yeah, okay, that's normal.
She's just so kind.
She's watching on the live stream, so, all right, never gonna give. All right, so I'll stop that nonsense now.
Do you feel better now?
Somewhat.
Somewhat? Okay.
But let's do this. We've got a video that we want to send over to you right now, so we're going to go ahead and start that.
Does anyone know what happened in New York City with an airplane last week? There was an airplane that crashed. Everything was getting delayed. Now I get to the airport to fly to Florida at 4 p.m. I get a notification on my phone. Your flight's been delayed by 5 hours. I'm now gonna miss my connection flight. A few years ago, I would have been really angry and upset in that moment. And I would have ran over to the gate agent standing behind the Delta counter, and I would say something like, "Oh my goodness, man, my flight's been delayed 5 hours. This is crazy. I'm not gonna make it to my destination." Do you think I would have gotten anywhere if I went up to the counter like that? No, I walked over to the counter trying to maintain a positive attitude. I smiled at the lady behind the counter and I said, "Ma'am, I heard you're a professional problem solver. Is that true?" And she started smiling and I said, "I heard you're so good at solving problems, they pay you to do it." And I said, "Look, I have a problem. I know it's not actually yours. So if you can't solve it, I understand. But if you can, it would mean the world to me. Because tomorrow there's a couple thousand high school kids in an amphitheater in Florida waiting for me to speak. Sir, let me see what I can do." And she starts punching away on her computer keypad. And she looks at me and she says, "I'm really sorry. There's only one flight tomorrow. It's gonna get you there at like 10 a.m. There's one more flight tonight, but it's flying standby, meaning there's no seats available. You're gonna wait by the gate. If you get a seat, they'll put you on. If not, they'll put you in a hotel." I said, "Okay, that sounds good. Sorry, 1 second, sir." And she keeps punching away at her keypad. 2 minutes later, she walks in front of the gate and she comes up to me and she hands me a boarding pass and she says, "I got you a seat on the plane tonight." "The computer did it or did you do it?" She goes, "It was kind of both." And I was like, man, our attitude impacts the way other people deal with us too.
Now, friends, I played that video because I want to make a point here. It seems that as time progresses, our small town is, how do I put this, maybe less Mayberry-like each and every year. In this political cycle, there has been a good deal of temperature. Now, friends, I honor our democratic process. We need to test the candidates. We need to know what metal they're made out of, and I have no problem with that. But I also want to take a moment to remind us all that we live in a small town. One of the best things is we say that this place is like Mayberry. You know, recently we've had a lot of conversation over development and growth, and I'm not going to get into that. That's not the purpose of what I'm addressing tonight. But one of the arguments out of that particular issue is we do not want to lose our hometown feel. We do not want to lose our small town characteristics. But friends, when we get on social media, which I believe is a misnomer because it almost seems like it'd be more aptly named anti-social media. And we forget that the people that we are commenting against are our neighbors that we live down the street from. We live next to their brothers and their sisters. We shop in the same grocery stores that they shop in, and that we may very well bump into them in aisle 3 at the local Piggly Wiggly. Aren't we indeed losing a bit of that small town feel, that small town charm? Now, when it comes to elected officials, absolutely. If there is an issue, then I believe that you should approach that official. But just as the video said, attitude means everything. Attitude can mean the difference between a shut door and cooperation. And so you don't have to like what any person does all the time, but when we take the argument to a personal or ad hominem attack, then we've already lost the argument, and we've lost some of what makes small towns like Dover and small communities like Stewart County and its respective constituent communities like Indian Mound, Cumberland City, Big Rock, Bumpus Mills. We lose. There's no winner in that. And so this has been a heated political battle in some areas, and other areas not so much. I do find hope, though, that on Facebook, I don't believe that is a true random sample of the community. I believe that there are a lot of understanding, patient individuals that are not on Facebook, but we need to be careful because it's all too easy with the example set on the national level and people forgetting the manners that we were raised with. I don't mean to, I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but we want to talk about maintaining the charm and the quality of Dover, and we're pointing towards growth right now and claiming it's the enemy, but friends, we've already got a problem, and that's attitudes, and that is how we treat one another. And so just whether it's a political cycle or whether somebody did something that you didn't like, just remember the video that we just watched, and just remember that the person that you may have an issue with very well could be in the grocery store tomorrow.
Amen.
If they did something, have a problem with the action, that's fine. But let's not make it an ad hominem personal attack. We are going to go back to the title card for just a moment. I do believe we're going to have some numbers come up here in just a few short minutes.
Go ahead and type them in.
Crystal's going to get those typed in, and then we'll have those numbers up. But again, I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but absolutely, let's remember that we're all neighbors. We're all on this third rock from the sun. We've got nowhere else to go. So let's be kind to one another while we're here. Thank you so much for indulging my thoughts on that. And I'm going to go back and blank the screen out, go back to the title card. Make sure that you share this. We have 339 people watching right now. So please make sure to go back and share this so that other people can find it. Thank you, guys. We'll be back with you in just a moment. So friends, we've got the initial numbers in. This is going to be absentee voting and early voting. We're going to switch to that right now. Crystal has gotten that typed in, and as you can see, for county mayor right now, Robert Boo Beecham leads 1,704 votes, well ahead of the rest of the pack, 1,300 roughly away or from the nearest competitor, Chris Hardigan. Dropping down below that, Circuit Court Clerk is currently being won by incumbent Ethan Gray. The sheriff's race, up under the green banner, currently incumbent Frankie Gray leads by about 300 or so votes. And then dropping over or moving over, County Court Clerk, Natalie Hardison, the incumbent, is at 1,496 votes to Monica Shepard's 1,180 votes, so 416 votes. Assessor of Property, this is for the unexpired term, and this is Tim Borens at 1,475 votes, Vincent Gray at 1,195 votes. And then, of course, Road Superintendent, County Trustee, and Register of Deeds are all running uncontested. And so you can see that currently we have about 2,400 or so people voting. That's not an exact number, but I'm just looking at those uncontested races to give you an idea of I believe 2,700 and something voted early voting or absentee voting. And so, again, incumbent Robert Boo Beecham for the county mayor's race at 1,704 votes, and nearest competitor Chris Hardigan at 440 votes. Circuit Court Clerk under the orange banner, incumbent Ethan Gray in the lead. Sheriff's race, incumbent Frankie Gray in the lead. And County Court Clerk incumbent Natalie Hardison in the lead. And then Tim Borens leading Vince Gray, 1,475 votes to 1,195 votes.
And that's just early vote?
Early voting and absentee.
Early voting and absentee voting. No precincts have reported yet, but we will have those
All
put
right,
in.
commissioners' numbers are in. I'm now going to school board.
Now I'm switching to the county commission numbers. I am trailing behind Crystal as she types them in. But currently, District 1 County Commission race, 4 competitors in that race, and of course each district has 2, and so the 2 with the most votes will be selected as the county commissioner for that district. And so the 2 with the most votes right now for District 1, incumbent Elijah Thomas and Lane Page. And they both have low triple digits. Corey Etherton coming in with 64 votes and Michael Lorden coming in with 32 votes. And then District 2, District 3, District 6, and District 7, all of those districts only had 2 candidates run, and so they will be elected. District 5 looks like potentially, at least here with early voting, maybe a little bit of an upset for one of the incumbents. It looks like newcomer Leslie Bickford with 282 votes in District 5, 282 votes for newcomer Leslie Bickford. And then second place, very close behind, is Melissa L. Fields, 264 votes. And then Archie L. Cryer, the incumbent, the second incumbent, 220 votes. Now, again, no precincts have reported. This is strictly absentee and early voting. And so that would be interesting to see how that race plays out once District 5 does report. Now, my home district of District 4, we have the incumbent, Terry Fitzhugh, and then the other incumbent chose not to run this time. That's Vincent Gray, and he chose to run for assessor of property. And so that gives us our incumbent Terry Fitzhugh with 277 votes, and then Ed Williams in second place with 177 votes, and then Adam Cathy with 147 votes. And so Fitzhugh clearly in the lead by 100 even votes, and then a pretty close race between newcomers Adam Cathy and Ed Williams. Again, on these district races, until that precinct reports, it's interesting to see how, if any change will occur once that precinct reports. Is absentee and early voting a good random sample, or will there be a large number of people that turned out that had a different mindset than the early voters, those that turned out on election day versus those who voted early? We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. Are we good to go on the school board?
Yes, we are.
All right, so now we will go to the school board. District 1, District 4, District 7, all of those are single candidates. They will win. And then one of interest, District 6, an unexpired term from where Kyle Passot resigned from the board. Mitchell Burkhart was appointed, and then he ran for the office against competitor Michelle Criswell. And Mitchell currently leads, Mr. Burkhart currently leads 359 to Miss Criswell's 176. And District 5, we may be looking at somewhat of an upset for the incumbent. District 5, newcomer Beth Elliott, 306 votes in early voting versus incumbent Lisa Fitzhugh's 223 votes. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is absentee and early voting, and so when those districts report, then we'll see if there is any change to that. But currently, with early voting and absentee voting, it looks like that we may have a change of hands in District 5. So again, going back to county officials, I'll leave that up on the screen, let you screenshot it if you would like. And then we'll go ahead.
Also,
go ahead, Chris.
I would like to say,
Microphone.
We'll get the microphone. I'm doing my best on the results. They're giving the results. I am typing them in on the spreadsheet, so it does take a little bit of time because I want to double check. I don't want any human error, so it might take just a minute for Van because he's waiting on me, but that's what's taken a few minutes.
And understand, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the numbers from the Election Commission. Once they have them and they are ready to release them, then they walk them out to us. And understand too that we are human and typos may happen. We try to limit that as best as we can. It has happened in the past. We try to make sure that we take every precaution that does not happen, because in these elections, the emotions are run high. There's a great deal of interest. We don't want to mislead anyone. And so, again, we ask that you give us the benefit of the doubt, but we do double check before we release them out to you. You've heard me check with Crystal to make sure that she was ready. And so if there's any mistake, we will bring it to your attention once we learn of it. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to go ahead back to the title card for just a second, and then we will be back with you momentarily. All right, friends, we're back, and we just want to see if you have any questions for us. We're putting some of your comments up on the screen, but if you have any questions for us, one thing that I thought of is, first of all, if anyone is still in line after 7 o'clock, then it is my understanding that they are allowed to vote still.
If they are in line at 7,
Yes. So if they're in line at 7, so some polls, if they have a line, and I don't know how common that is in Stewart
they
County.
have the officer will go to the end where there's no one and walk it in, and that's how they end it.
And so, Crystal's kind of mic shy. And so, hello, Billy Toombs. Thank you so much. Glad you're here tonight.
Also, shout out to my kids watching. They're watching me on, I think, the TV. So,
And that's one good thing. I again want to explain. We were going to do a Facebook Live, and I'm able to also stream to YouTube. And then when we tried to set up the live stream several days ahead, then Facebook and Uncle Mark Zuckerberg decided that we couldn't access the live stream in the group. Because, you know, we have a group that's the Friends of the Stewart County, Tennessee Election Commission.
Yeah.
And so Crystal and I talked about it. We went out and we created a page, but we were unaware that the Facebook rules prohibit a page from going live for the first 60 days. You have to be in existence for 60 days.
Yep.
And so we simply just set it up on YouTube, and then we're sharing the YouTube link.
hang on.
There we go. I think Crystal got scared for a minute because she brought the live stream back up on her phone, and it was the video that we played several minutes ago. And that would be some latency and delay. But,
A little bit.
And while we're at it, another thing, again, don't forget to vote for Rick Astley. Are you going to vote for Rick Astley? Because he's never going to give you up. He's never going to let you down. He's a singer. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's
He's
a-
a singer. He's not running for nothing.
So anyway, we did it on YouTube, and so we appreciate everybody sharing it. We've gotten up to about 500. We're down to about 388. So 388 of Crystal and mine's closest friends. But that was the issue with trying to get this out to y'all tonight. And so feel free to comment on the YouTube live stream. If you comment on Facebook, we're not going to see it tonight because we had no avenue that wasn't our personal pages to be able to live stream this. And so any questions that you might have, one thing that was before I got off on a tangent and went back to Rick Astley, people in line, if you're in line at 7 o'clock, you can still vote. One of the poll workers will come and mark the end of the line at 7 o'clock, and everybody inside of where that poll worker marks the line will be able to vote. The reason I bring that out is because I don't know how common it is in Stewart County, but it could potentially mean that, we have polls that are open a little bit later than 7 o'clock to get everybody that was in line at 7 to be able to get the
Total.
Total. Okay.
And that's the first precinct that came in.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And so one of the benefits here, I just learned that we have one precinct reporting right now.
District 6 library.
It's going to be District 6. It's the library, which is literally 300 feet away from us. And that's another thing that we have outlying districts like Cumberland City and Indian Mound, and it's no small journey for Bumpus Mills or Big Rock either. But those are going to take some time to get in because even if they close on time, they've got more ground to cover, and so it will take us a little while to see all those come in. But Crystal is going to update this.
I can't freeze this, so they're trying to bear with me out here too as I type.
And to those of us that are live, there's no way you'll see Crystal as she types it in.
Because
So
I can't freeze it right now.
So any questions that y'all might have, we thank y'all for sharing this. We're up to 449, so make sure to call your friends and let them know that we'll have District 6 in these numbers here in just a moment. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, let Crystal work on that. I don't have anything of any profit to you or myself to say right now, and so we'll be back in just a moment. I want to thank my buddy Jonathan Maxwell. He just said that this is live action better than Fox News. And so I take that as high praise from my buddy Jonathan Maxwell.
Yes.
Now he might be a little bit prejudiced because he and I go to church, and I've grown rather close to him. But yes, and I've gotten a text. I'm not seeing the results, and that's because we don't have any up right now. We don't have any results up right now because we are typing those in. It takes Crystal a few minutes to get those.
I want to make sure they're right.
Yeah, she wants to make sure that they're right. And so let me see, I'm going to go back to just me, and then I'm going to change that to my laptop because I seem to keep just be looking down anyway. And so friends, we'll have those results up in just a moment. Again, Crystal is typing those in. She's about to finish the county officials. I'll give her a moment to go over that and make sure that she has double checked everything and she's comfortable for those to be released. Again, we're trying to minimize any errors on our part. Again, I want to stress that our reporting, that is not the official results, and all results, even tonight, will be unofficial until certified by the Election Commission. Typically, that's not an issue, but we do need to make that disclaimer known.
So county officials are ready to share.
County officials are ready to share, and so I am going to go to and so after District 6 reports, we still have Robert Boo Beecham in the lead, 1,802 votes to second place Christopher Hartigan at 459 votes. And then moving from left to right, the sheriff's race, we have Jody Batten at 1,275 votes to incumbent Frankie Gray's 1,576. And so on the county mayor race and the sheriff's race, both incumbents are leading after absentee early voting and one precinct reporting. And then we have on the county clerk race, we have incumbent Natalie Hardison with 1,576 votes to newcomer Monica Shepard's 1,243. We have the closely watched assessor of property race, Tim Borens at 1,562 and 310 votes behind Vincent Gray at 1,252 votes. We have our circuit court clerk, and that's going to be all things judicial. I think that sometimes people get confused over county clerk because sometimes it's referred to as county court clerk, but that refers to the county commission as it was once in the old days known as the county court. The circuit court clerk is circuit court, juvenile court, and general sessions court. Ethan Gray, the clerk of that court, at 1,865. He is the incumbent, taking office after the retirement of Jason Wallace, and he is leading almost 2-1 on Mary Templin with 925 votes in her column.
Other two are ready.
And now,
reminder, this is just District 6 that changed.
we won't spend a lot of time on the county commission because District 6 While the numbers may have changed, it didn't change the outcome. Bradley Jones and Clint Mathis both are incumbents and both will be commissioners again. Again, that's just District 6 reporting. And so that was the only numbers that would have changed, and it would not have affected the outcome. And now with District 6 reporting, it looks like Mitchell Burkhart is still ahead of Michelle Criswell, 455 votes to 215 votes on Criswell's ledger. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. As soon as we have other official results come in, we'll let you know. I'll go back and
It's getting there.
there is our county officials. Again, incumbent Robert Boo Beecham leading the county mayor's race, incumbent Frankie Gray leading the sheriff's race, incumbent Natalie Hardison leading the county clerk race, Tim Boren's former assessor of property, and then currently appointed to fulfill an unexpired term, leading Vince Gray, and then circuit court clerk Ethan Gray leading Mary Templin, and then of course road superintendent and county trustee and register of deeds ran uncontested.
Where's District 5 out by the?
That's the visitor center. This one is District 6 reporting.
And just to put up some,
And then District 4 is over by First Baptist at the Life Center.
Really, that's another little.
That's District 4.
you are certainly welcome. We appreciate it. And then my friends at Midway Pizza.
Hey.
Holly and Ken are the most wonderful people.
Yes, they are.
And we don't deserve them. They are absolute delight.
Yes.
And also, not that I'm strumming up business for anybody, but if you haven't had their gyro, or if you're uncultured and not sophisticated like Crystal and I, you may say gyro, but but it is absolutely delicious, and their plank salad. They did not pay a sponsor fee. That is
No,
just me
They're just genuinely wonderful.
filling time. They're generally wonderful people. Oh, here we go. Melissa Lewis. She hasn't changed her name. She's married now, but she hadn't changed her name.
Melissa?
But she said, we've made it all the way to Iowa, and that she's keeping up with her hometown. And
That is so cool. How are you doing?
we appreciate the
Is this the Melissa Lewis that played basketball
going to
and graduated with my sister Christina?
That's going to be Miss Betsy's
Yes.
and Dale and Chris's sister.
She graduated with my sister, so.
So I went to high school with Dale, and I think Chris too. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask that you keep the language on here fairly. I believe in freedom of speech, but also understand there's no freedom of consequences. So just try to keep the language as pleasant as possible. I'm not here to impede your freedom of speech, but we're trying to keep this friendly. So. Yeah, you did have, you kind of did have the be a good sport speech. When watching a sport, be a sport. That's been on the walls
Pretty
of the
much.
gym. So, doing a great job, Van the man for governor. My political days are over.
What?
This is political as I get.
Really, this is as far as we go.
This is as far as we go. I haven't really even publicly endorsed anybody other than Rick Astley. And then Miss Smith even gave us some opposition to that. But she's not familiar with Rick Astley.
I know the song.
Okay, well, if you ever heard of being Rickrolled, we just Rickrolled.
We got several of those in the comments.
Yeah, we Rickrolled the entire community a while
Yeah,
ago,
I know
so.
they want you to do ice skate, but they're telling their age.
And somebody a while ago wanted me to do Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
Who? Who, Van? Was it the voice in your head?
No, it was. No, there's actually. I'll go back and find it.
I'm just kidding.
You're welcome, Misty.
I'm joking.
No, but you know, hey, stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice back for a brand new edition. Something grabs hold of me tightly. Will it ever stop you, daily or nightly?
That's the new edition. I grew up on the original.
Thank you, Misty. Misty Kinney, thank you for that. We are enjoying it.
At 7:46, we have one precinct reporting.
I know one thing about the election office that I can say is they have worked so hard, and they're working hard right now because their goal is to get the results out as quickly as possible, but most importantly that it is accurate and everything's done right. So I will gladly wait just a few minutes for all the good things.
We're very fortunate to have the staff that we have. Daniel does a great job, and his deputies, Miss Vicki and Miss Judy. And if you don't know Vicki Akers, and or as I was raised, Vicki Perry Akers, and Miss Judy Nolan, two of the finest women in Stewart County, and I love to pick on both of them.
Her dad taught me how to work the wheel from his bed at the nursing home.
So,
I don't know how to work. He can't work like you do at home. But he taught me.
Oh,
so go ahead if you have any questions for us. Oh, Connie Neal, Connie O'Neill, you can't see it, but she put in musical comments.
oh, I love it. Oh, yes, I agree, Connie. We truly are. We truly are.
Now this one is a mystery.
Which one?
Hello and good job from the perpetrator in the woods that gave you a heart attack a couple of decades ago.
I'm not seeing that. Hold on.
That one,
That one looks like a breeze right on over and forget it happened.
that,
I don't know.
that is probably a reference to my law enforcement career. And
Oh, I don't know.
oh, and by the way, here we go. For my dear friend, Louise Dean.
Yes.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind you'd like to flaunt and take to dinner. She always knows her place. She's got smiles, she's got grace, she's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. There we go. I'll
That
stop
was
there.
really good, man. That was
Miss
good.
Louise is a Tom Jones fan.
Okay.
And I sang to her.
Looks like we may have some results here. Nope.
Now
Maybe.
they're bringing them out to Miss
Oh,
Bonnie.
they're going to the media. Yep. They'll be out shortly.
I got a thumbs up from Miss Louise.
Aw.
I'm disappointed that I only got a thumbs up, which I may get more Sunday. Oh, here we go.
Visitor Center.
Visitor Center. Thank you.
And that's going to be District 5.
District 5. District 5 reporting from the Visitor Center.
So District 5
Sorry
is
if that was
coming
loud.
in.
I forgot I had the mic on.
Crystal is going to
I'm going to type these in.
type those in. We're just going to go back to me. And so,
So,
we've currently got 517 folks watching. Don't have much of a large crowd here tonight. In years past, we've had a large crowd, but not so much tonight. Which I think with the introduction of the live stream, that probably has something to do with it. But we have probably about 30-something people.
Sorry, bear with me as I type them in. I just want to make sure they're right, so I apologize that it's painful to watch.
I'm going to try to find.
Here we go.
Results in a show. My friend Kelsey McKenzie. I haven't seen them in a while, but I understand that her husband is the cute Dover family pharmacist.
Who is it?
Kelsey McKenzie and her husband Devin. Seems like he had a fan page at one time. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can't find some photos from back in the day. I have them on my phone, but I had to pivot to my phone being my camera tonight. So bear with me. I know it's not very exciting. Here we go. Let me see if I can bring these up. There we go. This is from 16 years ago. This is people who were in attendance during the election return 16 years ago. It was in the parking lot of the public library, as you can see over Blake Wallace's shoulder there. The Stewart County Chamber of Commerce took on the responsibility of putting it up. We didn't have a live stream back then. I don't think we had live streams available to us back then. But we did have Google Sheets, and we tried to put everything out on Google Sheets. And then the funny thing is, we were working off of the internet in the public library, and I remember specifically that between the library and where the Veteran Service Office used to be, in a portable classroom building at the top corner of the public library parking lot, we had a screen on the side of the VSO office, and when people knew the results were coming in, they would gather around to see, and all of those people created a wall of flesh that cut us off from the Wi-Fi at the library because we were stretching at about 100, 150 feet. And so some of the other pictures, there's Rick Sheets, who is now moved back to Illinois, but he was Dover fire chief at one time. I believe that's one of the Hicks twins right there. There's, what is that guy's name?
County officials is ready.
County officials are ready. We'll get to those in just a minute, but I remember that Rick something. Rick begins with a J, and then there's Mike Smith, and then there's Blake and me having a conversation, and there's Miss Pam. She was still at the library at that time, and then we've got some. There's Miss Barbara. She's not with us anymore, and there's Ronnie. Ronnie's not with us anymore. Ronnie was the chair of the election commission. He was bringing the results in as the results in his hand, bringing them in. And then there's Miss Jane Langster, and I do believe she was there because her son-in-law was running for county commissioner. And then there's Dale Ward and Ricky Knight. Church Street, 3 to 7. We've gotten two precincts reporting. I'm just going to let Crystal get those punched in,
Please do.
and then we will report. We've had.
If you want, I am about to do District 5. If you want to do commission and school board while I do the other numbers.
Okay, all right.
But I'm going to finish the commission is ready. I'm doing the school board now.
There is me several years ago. Crystal didn't catch that joke.
What did you say?
I said, there's me several years ago. So, and then there's Laura, Shimwell Cates, and Ann, and there's a tiny, young Jesse. There's Don Young. He's not with us anymore. And let's see, I'm not making out any other John and them were there. Let's see, who else? We've got, and then Bill Steele. Bill's not with us anymore.
We have District 4, Church Street reporting.
And then there's District 3 Commissioner Shane Cates and his lovely wife. The woman must be a saint.
District 5 is done.
I say that jokingly. Shane and I work together, so. And then, and I told Miss Mary Ann that she might see some familiar faces, but there's Philip Castile and Rick Hickson, and there's Joe Steele in the background. You can't see his face. There's Regina Hickson, but Joe's not with us anymore. And I worked with Philip. Keep Philip in your prayers, that his health improves. And then there's one of my favorites, and I love this photo. Annabeth Bailey. I loved that woman to death. She was an absolute hoot, and I loved her to death. Always enjoyed my time with her, and sadly she's not with us any longer. So there's Catherine, and there's Laura, but not Laura's Catherine, Catherine Cherry Dark, and then Laura has a daughter named Catherine that we gave a shout out to earlier. And so, and Tina Steele says, hold on, let's go back here for a second. Boom, 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 boom. Where'd it go? There we go. And Tina says, thank you for the Bill pick. Tina, thank you. Love Bill to death. He was a good guy, and I know he's deeply missed. And you can definitely get a copy. And I just want to know who the sheriff is. Well, I think we all do. And you know what? We're going to have to wait until all the precincts report. And so we'll be happy to get you that information when we have it. But going back to the pictures, where did I leave off at? There. Look at there, Crystal. I don't mean to pull you away, but I knew Daniel was in there. There's our director of the election commission.
Yes.
And that's his pre-election commission days in there over the shoulder of Catherine Dark, and there's that Ricky fella again. There's Jerry Cunningham and Ray Ward, and this Ricky fella. Do you remember a guy named Ricky?
Ricky.
Which
one?
That guy.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. I
don't remember.
Having a hard time remembering his.
I know.
And then there's my son's girlfriend. We don't need that on the live stream. First day back at school, first full day. So there we go. And then there they go. There's the edited picture. Aren't they cute? And so we'll come back. Did that by accident, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll just leave that. Let's see. Thank you, I appreciate it. I certainly appreciate it.
I'm going to go to county commission, so if y'all need to snap a picture or whatever.
No problem. Those popped up in my memories yesterday or today, and so I thought that I would share those with you. I don't know that I have pictures from any other, but Crystal's getting those typed in. We've had 2 precincts report. It looks like we have early voting, and then District 6 recorded, and then District 5, and then District 4, if I'm reading correctly. And so, and you said the county officials are good to go?
Sir.
Okay.
That is reporting, if you look right here.
Yeah. Early voting, District 6, District 5, and District 4. So we're going to go over to the results again, and if you see up here at the top, ladies and gentlemen, right here, we have early voting, absentee voting, District 6, District 5, and then District 4. And so with 3 districts in early voting, we have Robert Boo Beecham still in the lead, 1,975 votes, to second place contender Christopher Hardigan, 519. David Russell Ross at third place, just shortly behind Hardigan with 466, and then Scott Shepard at 161 votes. And I was tempted. Let me break back to me just a second. I want to see what this message is that came in on Facebook. Bear with me just a moment. thank you, Nikki. I'm going to, let me see if I can save those. And
Thank you, Miss Pam McGee. She's so sweet.
Miss Pam McGee,
She
Crystal
said-
says thank you.
Seriously, because she said it's easier to watch from home than brave the heat and mosquitoes. I would agree.
There's my son. Yeah, exactly. It's easier to watch from home than brave the heat and the mosquitoes. But there's my son hard at work at Smoke Brothers. Thank you for the pictures. We'll go back to the results. Currently, incumbent Frankie Gray, after 3 districts reporting, is still in the lead, 1,766 votes to Jody Batten's 1,407. County clerk, incumbent Natalie Hardison, still in the lead, 1,752 votes to 1,376. And Tim Borns versus Vince Gray for the office of Assessor of Property. Borns is still in the lead, 1,723 to Gray's 1,404. Circuit Court Clerk, Ethan Gray is still leading just barely over 2-1, 2,089 votes to 1,008 votes. And then are we good on the County Commission?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we have all the totals for those reporting. Again, early voting, District 6, District 5, and District 4. And so the District 4 Commissioner's race, which is a personal interest to me, that's my home district, getting very interesting. Of course, Terry Fitzhugh, it looks like now that all of the votes are in, it looks like it's going to be Terry Fitzhugh and then second place, but only separated out by 18 votes from third place. Ed Williams takes second place. Again, this is unofficial, but District 4 has reported. District 5, again, that is going to be Leslie Bigford, the newcomer, and she has taken away incumbent Archie Cryer's spot on the commission. Again, results are unofficial, but the District 5 has reported, and so these numbers for 4 and 5 and 6 will not change. 6 is inconsequential because the 2 incumbents ran uncontested, but it looks like your commissioners for District 5 will be Leslie Bigford at 372 votes, and then Melissa L. Fields at 360 votes. And then District 1 hasn't reported, so you can see those on the page. Those haven't changed since early voting, and everyone else has ran uncontested. And then on the school board, are we good on the school board?
Yes, sir.
And District 5 is the contested race between Beth Elliott and Lisa Fitzhugh, and it looks like, again, unofficial results, ladies and gentlemen, but District 5 has reported, and so it looks like Beth Elliott has upset incumbent Lisa Fitzhugh, 389 votes to 315 votes. And Mitchell Burkhart still leading District 6, and District 6 has reported, and so it looks like Mitchell Burkhart will keep his appointed seat and be the elected school board representative for District 6. Let's go back and let's look at some of our Christy Grizzly says the Ricky guy is Mr. Ricky Joyner. Yes, I am well aware of, thanks Christy, but yeah, I'm well aware, but I've got to give Rick Joyner a hard way to go. And I've got currently 612 people. We got 1 thumbs down. Can you believe that? We've got 827 people, 31 likes, and 1 thumb down on YouTube. You know,
Do you think it was because? Oh, do you think it's because we endorsed someone?
we endorsed, who did we endorse?
Was it Rick?
Rick Astley.
That's,
Never gonna give you
that has
up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around
Listen.
and desert you.
I think
Never
that's
gonna
right.
make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. If we get another thumbs down, you're gonna hear that again. I'm just telling you, this is how we play ball, okay?
Listen,
But definitely Rick Joyner. But we got to have a little fun with Rick. And then we've got some of our participants in the chat arguing with each other. I can't share some of those. And then here's what Crystal was talking about earlier. But thank you, Pam.
Yes.
It's easier to watch from home than having to brave the heat. Thank you, Crystal, for bringing it to our living room.
Todd Crockrell entered chat. Thank you. Todd's a good dude.
Somebody has created a YouTube page called Han Verdon.
What?
Han Verdon, a play on Van Herndon.
You're that popular?
Tell us a story from your time with the sheriff's office. I know you have plenty of good ones.
You have a fan. You have a
I
fan,
must
Van.
have a fan. I've got a
His
fan
name
club.
is Han.
I've got a fan whose name is Han.
Wow.
Verndon. Han Verndon.
That's awesome.
And Heather Westerman. Yes, it's Rick Joyner. It's Rick Joyner. All right, I think I've caught up.
You got up.
Any results? Yes. Yes, we just put out the results.
My favorite comment of the entire night just came through. Please read.
Mom said stop. Oh, okay. Mom said stop. You're embarrassing her.
That is my favorite one.
Wyatt, if your mom wants me to stop, she's going to have to come up here and make me. Can you give a shout out to Josh Dunaway? No. No, yeah, we can't. Hey, Josh. How are you? But hey, let me just put that up there again. That's my family. That's my family. And there's a shout out to Josh Dunaway.
Someone asked, can you put the county official reporting so far? It's
Yeah.
it's right now. It's the early voting and absentee totals. District 6, District 5, and District 4 reporting. So we have 3 districts reporting, including early voting. So that's the numbers that you're seeing right now. Okay. We still have 4 precincts. We have Indian Mound at 1, Big Rock at 2, Bumpus Mills 3, and then we have Cumberland City District 7. And it looks like we have some more results about to come out. They just sent them to the media, so in just a moment we'll have some more. And while we have a second, I just want to say thank you to all the poll workers, because they come and train the day before, and I'm so grateful for them. And they had a super long day, getting there at 6:30 to set up. So I just want to say thank you to all the poll officials and everybody working so hard today.
And you're halfway on the camera, so.
That's okay. Sorry, I'm typing in, but also
Cumberland City, 4 of 7.
Cumberland, what?
Cumberland City, 4 of 7.
4 of 7. All right, we have Cumberland City has entered the chat.
All right. we've
District 7. If you're District 7, this might be interesting. Dalton!
We've got Cumberland City.
This right here is Dalton. Come over here and join us. I don't have a seat. Do you want?
Yeah, walk around.
Yeah, walk that way.
Yeah.
So we could probably.
Y'all are certainly welcome. Crystal and I enjoy this, and so we are thankful that y'all appreciate it. Things are getting dark out here, so let me see if I. Whoa.
But I don't know if it even matters.
It's burning my
You know
records
what I
out.
mean?
But we certainly are thankful that y'all appreciate it.
All right.
And
Is this district? Okay.
again,
All right, Dana.
oh, Crystal,
What?
we've got 4 more. We've got 4 more thumbs down.
Okay.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you
Are you
down.
gonna do that 4 times though?
I don't know. I'm undecided.
Okay. Think about it.
Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Tell a lie and hurt you.
What I do is
Keep the thumbs down coming, folks. Keep the thumbs down coming. I will sing all night long. That's all I know, by the way. So
We have District 7 about to report. That's Cumberland City. Oh.
Do it 4 times. Never gonna give you
Can y'all
up.
see that good
Never
still?
gonna
Is that
let
right
you
enough?
down. Never gonna turn
TV, or do you think
run
we can-
around
what do y'all think?
and Desert you.
Is it good? Can you see it? You think we could? Okay. Do you want to unhook me? Can you
Mary Self, who gave you a thumbs down? I know, Mary.
Who's that?
Mary, I probably Mary Jewel Self. I'm probably thinking.
I think you're right.
HDMI cord from over there.
Well, thank you. Cowboy says that I've got a great voice.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, and I don't. There we go. Thank you so much. Oh, and Han Verndon says, "Don't worry about the light. You're the light of our night." Oh, and my buddy Jimmy Lyon. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Give a shout out to Cliff Justice. And I'll give out a shout out to him and to Buford T. Justice Jr. Elvis Jr.
Go to, he went somewhere.
It's them burn ends that make you sing so good. You know, it may be. That is meat candy,
Is that
friends.
better?
That is
Sorry.
meat candy. And so, thanks, Eric. Let's see.
Hey, Margaret. Is that good? Okay.
Are you taking requests? It has to be within my repertoire. You know, and I'm more of a crooner.
Just the whole page.
Down in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me at Rose's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Black as the night were the eyes of Felina.
Thank you. So all I'm doing is going.
You know, I appreciate immensely this statement. Let's see if I can.
We just
I believe this might be the most United Sturt County has been at once. Maybe not on the actual vote, but certainly on attending this chat. Sing for the laughter, sing for the tear. Do some Van Halen. Let's see.
Hey Van,
Yes.
I'm gonna wait because they're coming out with more, and instead of doing just this one, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. So Crystal is typing in District 7 as we speak,
I'm gonna wait.
and we just got
Hey, I'm
word.
gonna wait because another district just reported, so I'm gonna wait and put that in with District 7.
Another district just reported, and so we're going to put those in at the same time.
Bumpus Mills, 507.
This is we're.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, we moved that on you. Bumpus Mills and Cumberland City will be on this one.
Yes, I know. Joe Mathis is a good guy, and he has good taste. So, free ice for life. Hope that's still good. Let me tell you, and then Casey Bates, Van Herndon, he did that a few years ago, and all of a sudden, everybody took over, posted on my page, just Van Herndon. But there is, and I'm not going to mention who it is, but there is an unspoken rule or an unwritten rule that if you worked at a certain place, and you can, if you know anything about Brian Taylor, if you know anything about me, you can probably guess where our paths have kind of shared an employer. But there is a unwritten rule that if you work there, then there's free ice for life. And I haven't taken that up. I haven't taken that offer up lately. And just don't leave the scoop in the ice machine. Otherwise, you may get your privileges revoked, especially if the health inspector is coming around. But
He was
And then Van is Joe Mathis's idol.
Jody Back.
Yeah, Joe may be mine.
1521.
Oh, I didn't know where he was going with that, but yeah, Joe Mathis, he recently got some sod put down. So the cynical ex-cop in me wanted to say, what? but yes. Brian Taylor is not a freeloader. And Mr. Robertson, don't make me come after you. I know your mama. I'll get her to handle you. So don't talk about Brian Taylor. Brian Taylor's all right. Brian Taylor's got more brothers than Clarksville has a population. So more brothers and sisters. So I mean, hey, he has to fight. He had to fight for everything, buddy. So you don't you talk about my Brian Taylor. All right. So Crystal is working on those. We're just going over the comments here. I'm going to check Facebook. Let's see.
I marked them
I've
off
got,
to know we've done them, and then for Miss
I want to thank Lena Anderson. She looks like she was promoting the post tonight
Thank you.
and going through some of my Facebook notifications.
All right, Van. Got all those.
I just had someone ask on one page where the live stream is, but that person may not be able to see my stuff for their own choices. That they
So we have the county officials page is ready.
All right, so we have results coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the county officials page. This is, if you look at the top, early voting, District 6, District 5, District 4, District 7, and District 3, reporting in that order. County mayor, still the incumbent, leading. Robert Boo Beecham, 2,173 votes to second place. Christopher Hartigan at 560 votes. David Russell Ross, a close third at 535. Scott Shepard, 187 votes.
Is that right?
The sheriff's race,
Oh, wait.
currently incumbent Frankie Gray still leads, 1,992 votes to Jody L. Batten's 1,521.
Big Rock, 6 or 7.
Big Rock is just reporting in right now. And so we will have those numbers up in just a moment. But Natalie Hardison is the incumbent for county clerk, is still leading, 1,952 votes to 1,513 votes. Tim Borens is still leading the assessor of property race, 1,911 to Vincent Gray's 1,548. Ethan Gray, circuit court clerk, is still leading. He is the incumbent, and he is leading 2,317 votes to Mary Templin's 1,110 votes. Am I good to go on county commission, Ms. Crystal?
Yes, you are.
County commission, and so let's see, we don't have District 7 or District 3 in there yet.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Sorry,
It's just
I
not
need
at the
to
top.
let me
Okay.
correct that.
No, you are perfectly fine. We will watch you correct it live and in person.
I do not have this. I'm putting District 7 in right now.
We'll come back to that. School board, there's, which this is pretty much, the school board races have pretty much been decided. Beth Elliott upsetting incumbent Lisa Fitzhugh, 389 votes to 315 votes. And then Mitchell Burkhart retaining the seat that he was appointed to, retaining it in the election. And so he will be the District 6 school board member. And of course, District 1, Darrell Gillum, District 4, Gary Dacus, and District 7, Lana Sanders, ran uncontested. we,
All right, District 2 is reporting, and that's 6 of the 7. We only have 2 more left.
District 2, Big Rock, is reporting, and Crystal is putting those in now. And we only have 2 left, 2 precincts yet to report. Indian Mound.
And they are in, they're processing now.
They're processing now. So Indian Mound and let's see.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
So
have
District
I'm gonna
1,
have
2,
you
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
just double
So
check me, okay?
Indian Mound is the only one left, right?
After this, yes, we're
Okay.
doing Big Rock now, and then Indian Mound is
So
next,
we're
is last.
inputting District 2 right now, and Indian Mound is processing, and so we are very close to having a final tally
Double. That's
for the
2302.
evening.
Yes.
Um,
589.
As far as am I announcing junior pro football this year, they have contacted me, and by the way, Crystal, somebody took away some of the thumbs down. So
What?
they took them, they unthumbed down us. Is that a word? Unthumbed down us.
That's-
So
Okay,
I think they just wanted to hear me sing.
I think so.
They took a threat and had fun with it. And so we have 728, 723. Yeah, we're not going to give a shout out to that, folks. We have some jokesters in the crowd. As far as I'm announcing Junior Pro, they have contacted me, and I would think that we'll be able to. My schedule looks like it'll accommodate all but one game. And then I told y'all earlier, Indian Mound has probably got the furthest to travel potentially, other than maybe Cumberland City. And so, and then my friend Buck Jones. I worked with Buck. Buck's a great guy. Thank you, Buck. It's good to hear from you.
1648.
Lance Warfield is wondering where you get free ice. Yes, I'm sure he is, and the answer should not elude him, because Lance should be
Okay.
within the covenant of the Free Ice Club as well. Top-notch entertainment. We try to be entertaining. And then
3319.
I don't know if you're getting on to Garen for his response about Brian, but Brian, he appreciates. Did Santa Claus get any votes? Johnny, I don't know. You know, I would love to see the write-in candidates.
Well, you can if you want.
I don't know. I don't know if we need to make that public, but my own personal curiosity.
Hey, it's probably interesting. Hey, I also wanted to do a shout out.
Who do you want to shout out to?
My nephew, Kyrick Wallace.
Kyrick Wallace.
Listen, he was a poll worker for the first time, and he got to work with his grandmother over at District 3 at Bumpus Mills. And so I just want to shout out to Kyrick because I think that was really neat. I got to text with him today. Everything went well. And so all of the high schoolers that were working, I think it's really neat experience for them. And so I love the relationship that the Election Commission has with the high school and these students getting this opportunity. But
Amen.
I had to shout out to Kyrick. And actually his brother worked when he was, Kyle Wallace worked when he was in high school as well. And so I just thought that was neat that these kids get that opportunity.
I'll never forget the game that I was at where Kyrick, I'm sorry, was injured while playing junior pro football, and I've never seen anybody's knuckle dislocated and moved over. That was from 50 to 75 feet away in the press box. That was just painful to watch.
Yeah, and you know, he's something else. I thought that was. All right.
Somebody's asking, well, not somebody, part of my tribe is asking if I think Lance Warfield has pretty hair. Lance Warfield has pretty hair.
Final.
7 or 7?
Hold that.
So Crystal is getting the last of the numbers put in. She's
You can do the county officials if you want. I do have district, have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6 districts in, and I will input the other two. This is up to detail, bigger.
all right. So this is every district, but this is every district. This is every district, but District 1. And incumbent Boo Beecham is leading. Incumbent Frankie Gray.
Let me get this in. I'll put it on that screen. Thank you.
Frankie Gray is the incumbent, is leading. Natalie Hardison is leading. Tim Borens is leading. Ethan Gray is leading. And then just because they haven't had their name mentioned tonight, but they are public servants, Ronnie Sumner, Laura Crane, and Derek Earhart, of course, ran uncontested. So our county officials with one district left, and it looks like, I would imagine that, I don't know Mr. Hartigan's home district, but I don't know if it's Indian Mound or not, but I would imagine that it would be hard pressed really for any of these leaders to be overtaken with one district left. And so it looks like we're not saying these are our winners, but it's very unlikely until we get District 1 put in that there'll be any changes. And of course, District 1, we still have one county commission race, District 1, to see how it lines out. That's the only district that, as far as county commission, and then again, school board, District 1 will have no effect there as Mr. Gillum ran unopposed.
All right, I'm going to input District 1. This is the final district. This is all 7 districts reporting, and the last one is Indian Mound.
So Crystal is going to put in District 1. I'm going to move over to the school board. It's dark here, and I don't have a face for video anyway. I have a face for radio, and maybe a voice as well some days. I'll do that.
So technically, these are the final unofficial until certified votes.
I don't know if you can read that, but this person, Pudgy's mom, I'd like to compliment all the candidates for county mayor. You all did a great job communicating to the voters about your positions. There was definitely a good deal of communication in that. And then, Johnny Case, you're certainly welcome. We enjoy doing this. Oh, and I know who that is now. C. Marie.
My sister or
That's.
Did she enter the chat?
She has entered the chat. You were talking about Kyra. She goes, yeah, it's my baby boy.
She's not proud about her voice at all.
And then more of our, recognizing more of our high schoolers and they're working the polls today. Chad, you are certainly welcome. We appreciate doing this. I am interested in who Han Vernon is.
You love all these songs and stuff.
Yeah, and then Tennyson Spiceland, somewhere commenting on our stream somewhere from the middle of the river on several thousand horsepower. Oh, we got a thumb down. We got a thumb down. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Nice job.
Thank you so much for the kind words. I try to have a good voice. There's only so much I can do with the face. Casey Bates, you are certainly welcome. So, I was asked to tell some stories, and while Crystal is punching in the numbers, I want to tell one. Let's see. I'm trying to think of which one I can tell. I worked with a gentleman, and he later went to,
This is your final and official county officials banning study.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna hold off on the story. We're gonna save the stories because we've got important things to talk about. And so, all precincts, that is correct, Crystal, right? All precincts reporting.
All precincts reporting.
And so with all precincts reporting, it looks like incumbent Robert Boo Beecham with 2,453 votes. And then on the sheriff's race, Frankie Gray maintains the office with 2,265 votes. And then Natalie Hardison, the incumbent, maintains her office with 2,184. DeMonica Shepherd's 1,701. Tim Borens takes the office with 2,157 votes. Circuit Court Clerk Ethan Gray, 2,612 to 1,235 votes. And then are we good to go on the county commission? You double checking?
Double checking right now.
All right. And of course,
We're good to go on county commission.
we're good to go on county commission. So the remaining county commission contested race, it looks like your commissioners are going to be Elijah Thomas, the incumbent, newcomer Lane Page, and then in third place, Corey Otherton with 116 votes and Michael Lorden with 52 votes. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these results are unofficial until certified by the Stewart County Election Commission. So please bear that in mind. But again, your county commissioners, District 1, Lane Page and incumbent Elijah Thomas. District 2, contestants run unopposed, so William Taylor and Justin Booth. District 3, Shane Cates and Eric Watkins, both incumbents, and they ran unopposed. Terry Fitzhugh, incumbent, and newcomer Ed Williams will be District 4's commissioners. Leslie Bickford and Melissa Fields will be District 5's commissioners. Bradley Jones and Clint Mathis, both incumbents, will be District 6 commissioners, and District 7's commissioners will be Mark Dortch and Alexis H. Taylor. And then again on the school board, Daryl Gillum, District 1 school board member, ran unopposed. District 4, Gary Dacus, ran unopposed. District 5, that's where we had an upset. Longtime incumbent Lisa Fitzhugh falls behind Beth Elliott by 74 votes, 389 to 315. And then District 6, Mitchell Burkhart, 455 over Michelle Criswell's 215. Of course, District 7, Lana Sanders, longtime incumbent, ran unopposed. I'm going to see if I cannot find some statewide election results. Bear with me just a moment. Thank you so much.
I'm going to go over and see if the page will, there we go. Bear with me just a second, I need to make some adjustments. Shrink that in, widen that out, there we go. And so on the Republican primary for governor, it looks like Marsha Blackburn had 42.75% of the votes to John Rose's 33, and about 9% behind that, Monty Fritz. And then on the, looks like Jerry Green, the Democratic primary, Jerry Green being the winner of that one. And then on the congressional races, as far as the Republican primary for U.S. Senate, Bill Hagerty ran unopposed. And then the United States Senate Democratic primary, looked like Marquita Bradshaw with 52% of the vote. And we have here Terry Fitzhugh. Hello, Terry Fitzhugh. Thank you, and congratulations on maintaining County Commission. God bless you. You're a better man than I am for serving as commissioner. So thank you so much. And tell your lovely wife we said hello and hope that she's doing well. So, and if I may say, you're a good-looking man as well. Maybe it's just the way the moonlight is catching your eyes. I don't know. Thank you, Terry. And then let's see. As far as and it looks like Charlie Hatcher, which will be District 5, which will be our 6 out of 17 counties completed. Okay, so we still are early in the race, but as far as the reporting, the 6 out of 17 counties, I don't want to get ahead of myself, I'm sorry. But currently, Charlie Hatcher is leading the Republican primary for District 5. Of course, you know, there was a lot of redistricting here in the last few months, and so that has changed the footprint of districts and how they affect it. So now District 5 takes the northern, middle and west of the northwestern corner of Middle Tennessee and parts of West Tennessee, and goes down into Memphis. Andy Ogles was the Trump-supported candidate, but it looks like Charlie Hatcher, former Commissioner of Agriculture, is in the lead. Again, there's 11 counties to yet fully report, and so we'll see how that race turns out. And I don't know that there's any other races of local interest. The District 5, Matt Van Epps, which was our U.S. House representative before the change in districting, he had 100%. He ran unopposed in the primary. Let's see. Crystal, do we have anything else for the folks at home? I'm going to go over some of the comments real quick.
Well, we just want, honestly, we just want to congratulate all the winners. These, again, are all unofficial until certified by our election commission. We just want to thank our poll workers. I mean, we have one right here who was, what time did you get at Cumberland City?
This morning.
Yeah, you were there at 6.
Yeah, and then
The 6 this
7:30
now. And he worked early voting, and so we just have an amazing crew of people who just put in a lot of effort. And did you know, if I'm not mistaken, Tennessee is ranked in the country #1 for the 5th year in a row for election integrity.
That is great news.
Yes, I just wanted you to know. They just released it, so.
If you can't trust the process, then the process means nothing.
Right.
And so that means so much because And I know that here in Stewart County, Daniel and the Election Commission do a great job. And
So
we're
we're
thankful to
gonna,
all them.
yeah, and so we're gonna be going off live. The results will be posted on the Friends of the Stewart County Election Commission page. And so, because we're about to shut down here, and they'll also be posted at StewartCountyElection.com under Election Results tab. So, Van, somebody had asked if you could put the, bye, have a good
See you,
night.
buddy.
If you could put the county races up one more time.
Sure, absolutely.
Um,
Well,
People really don't ask, they just tell though. I mean, y'all can ask. Show the results.
and so there is the county officials one more time. Your winner for county mayor, unofficially, Robert Boo Beecham.
Oops.
Your winner for sheriff, Frankie Gray. Your county court clerk, Natalie Hardison. Assessor of property,
Oops.
Tim Borens. Circuit court clerk,
I did that.
Ethan Gray. Road superintendent, Ronnie Sumner. County trustee, Laura Crane. And register of deeds, Derek Earhart. Again, your county commission will be Elijah Thomas and Lane Page for District 1, Indian Mound. District 2, Big Rock, Justin Booth, William Taylor. District 3, Bumpus Mills, Shane Cates and Eric Watkins. District 4 will be Terry Fitzhugh and Ed Williams. District 5 will be Leslie Bickford and Melissa L. Fields. District 6 will be Bradley Jones and Clint Mathis. And District 7, Mark Dorch and Alexis H. Taylor. And then school board, District 1 will remain Darrell Gillum. District 4, Gary Dacus. District 5, new board member Beth Elliott. District 6, unexpired term will be Mitchell Burkhart. And then District 7, Lana Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Crystal for
Oh, by the way, if y'all are interested, real quick, the voter turnout total was. Can you go tell him there's no smoking over here? It's school property. It's 39.25%. So the total was 39.25. That means the total ballots cast was 4,015 voters. There was, let's see, 4,015 total voters.
4,015 total voters.
And we have,
39.25% of all those
and that's
registered.
interesting, yes. So in 2022, there was 39.7% that voted or something like that. So we're like right there. So we vote around 39 to 40% on these elections. So just thought that was interesting.
And as far as early voting this year, I know that we were 4th in the state as far as early voting turnout.
Yes.
How have we done this year as compared to elections similar to this in the past year?
So early voting, we were up by a little over 11% for early voting. And we were from 2022 election, we had 39.75% voted, and then 2026 we have 39.25. So we're really just tenths of a point off.
Okay.
So we're 39 to 40%. We can get better. Let's try to do better. Let's even 41%. Let's try to get people out. So we currently have 10,229 registered voters, and 4,015 were the deciding factor.
How many registered voters do we have? 10,000.
10,229 and 4,015 were the deciding factor.
So we have had a significant increase in the number of registered voters in the last few years.
Yes, we
because
have.
I don't know which year, but of course, against what should have been my better judgment, I have had political passions in the past, and it seems like in one of the races that I run, we had like 6,000 registered voters.
Yeah, so one thing that the offices do is a lot of I've noticed when asked, a lot of the high schoolers are registering to vote. So we're getting a lot of younger people registering and hopefully getting involved in the process.
And ladies and gentlemen, listen, I can't say it enough that, we are fortunate to live in the system that we live in. And you know, I understand the arguments. Well, my vote doesn't count. But then again, if you don't vote, it certainly doesn't. And then also, I would just please, you know, however you vote, I'm not going to tell you how you should vote because that is your right. But all I would say is make sure that you're informed. Make sure that you understand. I think all too often we get swayed by media and by other things that just make sure that you're informed.
Right.
And that should be good advice for anybody, regardless of who you vote for. Just make sure that you understand why you're casting your vote for that person.
Yep.
And Crystal, I want to thank you all, as always, for being such a fine colleague in this endeavor.
Yep.
And again,
I want to thank you. Thank you for being a voice
well,
of this operation.
And that's all that you demand of me, really, other than maybe some IT technology expertise.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely, I rely on you for
really,
that.
I mean, I don't want to turn this into the Mutual Admiration Society here.
Are you what?
You know,
What are you talking about?
but yeah, the Mutual Admiration Society meets
So
every
basically, award show.
Yes, it's an award show.
It's an award show.
But the Mutual Admiration Society meets once every 4 years during an election year
Yeah.
at 110 Natcourt Drive.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, Crystal, if you see Crystal out and about, she really is the one that does all the heavy lifting. She gets the projectors and the screens and the TVs and the TV stands, and she put up a tarp so that hopefully the sun wouldn't come in under the roof of the awning that we're under and block out the screen. And actually, the projector has been really clear the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, as we.
So we're laughing about that because your mother said you need to say something else to the boys.
Hey, boys. Hey,
hold on, let me get you on screen.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And there we go.
Hey, listen, in 4 years, y'all can be up here with me and Van. Right?
Yeah.
You want to come too? So y'all can come up and help.
They could be the face, I'll be the voice,
No.
you be the brains.
You're going to be the voice and the face. So.
I'm-
But hope y'all enjoyed watching, and thanks for bearing with us as we, made it work live and online. So
Thank y'all so much. We still have 227 people watching, so we appreciate everybody's interest. Thank y'all for sharing. Miss Beverly, you're certainly welcome. And I'll leave with this thought, friends. That's exactly what we should be. I may not agree with how you do something, what you think, but at the end of the day, I need to remember that you are a person and I am a person, and I would want to be given the benefit of the doubt, and I'd want to be listened to, and I would not want any kind of hostility towards me, and so I ought to pay you the same courtesy. That sounds like it should be like you have a name, like the Golden Rule or something like that. I don't know. But maybe it's in a book somewhere, so maybe I'm stealing the idea. But we have a wonderful small town. We are immensely blessed, and let's make sure. I saw a comment earlier that the attitude is because of the candidates, and that's not the case. Someone may do something you don't like. I know and am friends with a lot of the officials in this county, or at least friendly. We don't go on shopping trips together or anything like that. Most
we
of
just
them.
sing together.
Yeah, we every now and sing serenade, but here's the thing: they may not always do something that I like, but I understand that they're trying to do what they think is best. And civil discourse, and that's where we've lost something. Is we are unable to have a civil conversation anymore, and it starts out with flared nostrils and throbbing veins in our temples and a red face, and then it just goes downhill from there. We need to remember that if we want to move towards arriving at the common goal of having the best for Stewart County that we can, then we need to remember that we need to mind our tongue, because we need to use the tongue to try to positively influence and do so in a way that doesn't create barriers to people listening to us. And all too often, what we're seeing, and the reason I'm saying this is because I've heard a lot of people that within the community lately lament or show their frustration over what they see on Facebook. And those people are quiet and they don't get on Facebook, but they are frustrated and they don't say what they are thinking because they don't want to be guilty of what is provoking their frustration to begin with. And so you can question somebody, absolutely. But if you do it civilly and you try to arrive at an answer instead of expressing your anger, then you're probably going to get closer to an answer. And that's all that I ask, is because we can have national politicians go out here and say horrible things. That's on the national level. I'm never going to run into those people at the grocery store. I'm never going to be across the gas island pumping my gas from those folks. And so I will be close to the person that read my Facebook post. And I've been guilty of doing some blockhead things in the past, and I'm trying to be better. And so, if you remember something that I posted 8, 10, 12 years ago and think that I'm a hypocrite, I don't stand by some of the things that I've said in the past, because I'm trying, and we all should try, and not because of me, but we all should try to make sure that our comments move us forward instead of tear someone down.
Yeah.
That's the best use. And I don't mean, I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but this election, there was a lot of people with hurt feelings. And you're like, and some people out there are like, well, I don't care about their feelings. Well, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have to walk up and hug this person, but don't intentionally tear somebody down, because there's a lot of people in this community who privately, through just ordinary everyday conversations, like, man, this election, the heat, the temperature, it was horrible. And what are we becoming? And that's a great question. What are we becoming? And we have the choice today to chart a different path. And again, I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I do have some hope, because there's a lot of good folks out there who don't tear people down, and they don't get on Facebook. Sadly, I want to encourage those people, get on Facebook and lift people up. And here's another thought, and then I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to go home, because Crystal and I have about 45 minutes of teardown. But if we keep grinding on elected officials day in, day out, what incentive do those who have the most skill, what incentive do they have to continue to run? There's a book out there, When Atlas Shrugged. Not quite the same, but still, I think there was a group of people that finally just got tired of how society treated them, and they left. And when they left, they took the engine that drove society. And are we going to revert to the mean because elected officials day in, day out are constantly dogged and spoken ill of and slandered and libeled? Not all of them do things that I can support as far as their policy, and that's fine. But I'm not going to attack that person. And I would ask, if you are inclined, why would you? Because I want the best people. You should want the best people in those positions so that we can move Stewart County forward. Because there's been a lot of concern lately about what does the future look like? What does development look like? What does growth look like? What do our schools look like? Friends, if we keep grinding on people, we're not going to get people in office that are able to answer those questions. So the next time you're tempted to get on Facebook and say something horrible, and this is a small but vocal number. This is not for most people watching this. But before you get on Facebook and you grind somebody down, think for a moment, am I tearing down somebody who could contribute to progress? Whatever that progress looks like. I'm not pushing an agenda on what the future of Stewart County looks like. I just want the best people in place to get us to that future. Friends, Crystal and I thank you.
I need to say something.
Oh, Crystal.
So, let's see. So I just got a comment that says, tell every... Sorry, I'm looking back. I am not seeing a comment, but they're saying I did not write that. So I don't see a comment on my side. Do you see anything from...
Yeah, right there.
She's saying I did not write that. I don't see it, but whatever it was, she didn't write that. Mary Joel didn't write that self. I don't see anything though, Van. I'm just getting a lot of laughing and stuff. So I missed it, whatever it was. So I'm sad to say I missed whatever's so funny.
Right
So-
here. I don't know if you can lean in it, but
She definitely didn't write that.
I don't think she wrote
She
that.
didn't write that.
I don't know where that come from, but she didn't write it.
So, well,
we're-
thanks again for joining us, and thank you, Van, for your words of wisdom there. And I am going to get off screen and laugh at my mother.
I'm not gonna laugh at her. She scares me. She's a very intense woman. I love her.
She'll whoop you.
I think she can take me.
She can take you.
I mean, I love you, Mary Joel.
Yeah, we love you. Thank you again to everybody who worked the elections and for all those little high schoolers. And we hope you guys have a wonderful night. Anything else, mister? We're going to log off and close up.
I promised I'd stop talking, so thank you all. See you next election.